Alright, so here's the deal: is I've got a blog that I've been working on, Dropship Gaming. Just sharing my random thoughts as they come throughout the day on the gaming culture and the stories that I come across. If you expect commentary, go there to read most of my commentary. Like today, for example, it came out about the Destiny House of Wolves expansion and the lack of a new raid coming with that. So it got me thinking about the whole DLC debate. And this is a big debate out there. I mean, these companies are selling you a game, a physical game that you can go to GameStop and buy, right? So you go, you drop your 60 bucks, and then 2 or 3 months later you realize, oh wait, this game's not complete. There's this other thing I need now to have a complete game. Or my friends bought this DLC stuff and I didn't buy it, so now I can't do all the stuff that they were doing. So it's an actual big debate out there. Bungie was one of the forefathers, or whatever you want to, what word ever you want to use, on bringing DLC to consoles with Halo 3. And I remember a lot of their early content was free back then, and they had the community building their own stuff as well. Destiny might evolve into that later on. I don't know. It's debatable whether the DLC is worth it right now when you look at the content. So I mean, if you compare Destiny to Call of Duty, right, you do get more from Destiny and Bungie than you would from Activision and Sledgehammer or Treyarch or whatever. I mean, there's not even really a debate about that. It's simple mathematics. You get more from Destiny than you would from Call of Duty. It may not be your cup of tea, but dollar for dollar, you do get more. Check out my blog and you'll see what I'm talking about. With that being said, I mean, there's a huge debate right now about whether DLC is even worth it. Should it just be included in the game? I mean, from my point of view, I think if you like the game and you want more of it and you can't wait 2 or 3 years for the next game to come out, then yeah, I mean, why isn't DLC worth it? It keeps you entertained, there's new content, why not? But I see other people's point of view too, where you're kind of getting nickel and dime by these developers, and I don't even know if it's the developers or the publishers. I would argue that it's probably the publishers, your Activisions and people like that are pushing for this DLC because that's their business model. And I mean, hey, honestly, I'm not going to be that guy that takes up for these billion-dollar companies because they're not paying me. I wish they were, but they're not. So from my point of view, there's normal guys like me, you, and everybody else out there that are working in these studios. They're not getting paid ridiculous amounts of money. They're getting their normal paychecks every week. This is kind of keeping them employed. It's bringing me something that I want to do. I don't have a problem paying a little bit for that. However, with that being said, so let's take case in point here. House of Wolves is coming out, right? So they want $20 for this content. Now that's a third of what you or I paid, maybe even slightly under half for what Destiny's going for right now for this new content, and you're not getting anywhere near 50% of that game. You're getting 2 or 3 Crucible maps, you're getting a couple of new strikes and a couple of new story missions. So is that really worth 20 bucks? No. When you look at it from that perspective, absolutely not. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I'm all for DLC, as I imagine most people out there are for DLC. It's the cost that's involved with the DLC that's the problem. I think if they drop the price of the DLC down to its equal measure for the rest of the game, then you'll start to see a lot more sales. You'll start to see a lot less bitching and bickering, about DLC and things like that. So what do you guys think? Because I mean, this is an important conversation, and it's going to shape the future of console gaming and possibly PC gaming if it's not already. So what do you guys think? So let me know. Cool.